All right, how's it going, everybody? Back with another video here on the Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping course. And in this video, I want to be talking about dispatch time. So technically, the word dispatch time inside of SKU Grid is pretty much what the estimated handling time from your supplier is. So, within Facebook Marketplace Dropshipping, like we've said many times, you want to be making sure that your items get out within 3 days of when the buyer actually orders it. So first off, you need to realize if they order it at, a specific time, Facebook doesn't really have any, actual calculation of being able to put in, when is the cutoff time for that day? I'm assuming it's a 5 p.m., whatever the business day is. But again, say you don't get the order in until later on that day. Say somebody orders it at 8 a.m. and you're the one that's processing orders, you're at work, and you don't get home till 5 p.m. So you pretty much already missed a day. So that counts as one business day, then you only really have 2 days to get it out. So you want to make sure that these items are getting out as quickly as possible. It's not going to be a perfect system, but again, if you are aiming for items that have quicker dispatch time, you're going to really, mitigate your risk and really lessen the chance that you have to use the tracking hack, which is a hack. It is something to be used as a tool, not something to rely upon. Do not, only sell items that have long dispatch times and rely on the tracking hack every single time. It's going to lead to more issues later on down the road, and you really don't want to deal with it. So for the sake of this video, I added in another item. So one thing I've always noticed from people that start dropshipping from Walmart per se is that they don't realize that Walmart has extremely variable shipping times. So if we're here on Walmart right here, and we're just gonna look up, we're gonna be shop dressers by color. Let's do that. There's usually a spot, I don't know where it went, but there's usually a spot where you can click, right here, show all, and then there's 2-day delivery. So you click that, and now it's only gonna be items that are 2-day delivery. These are gonna be items that are good because they're gonna show up quickly, and usually they're items that Amazon has in stock. But if you show all and you start sourcing items from the show all, some of them might not show up in time. So if I open up this one, and I open up this one says 2-day delivery right here, this one says free delivery. Well, look, the estimated date is October 14th. It's October 12th right now. And then this one's October 21st. That is a bit of, a little bit extra time that you might not want to risk. That is a 9-day difference. So same thing happened with this item. If we click it right here, like I said, today's the 12th. This one says October 23rd. That's why I added it to the grid to show you what happens. So pretty much whatever you set your dispatch time to, and say the item's in stock, everything's good except for your dispatch time, it's going to have exactly what I said in the last video, where it's a white circle with a green outline, meaning it's in stock, but it does not meet your dispatch time. So by default, when you create a new SKU Grid account, your dispatch time is going to be set to 7 days, and that's still a little bit too much for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. So you're going to want to make sure that your dispatch time is 3 days. I'm sure there's people out there that will do 4 to 5 days to really try to play the system. But again, I've been doing this stuff for 3 years. And at this point in time, I'd rather be much more safe than sorry. The more things that start messing up that you let slide, I have to use a tracking hack on this one. Maybe the customer got upset, or they don't know where their item is, or they expected it a lot quicker. Facebook said it's going to show up at this time and it hasn't yet. It's going to lead to issues where people are asking for returns or refunds, or I don't want the item anymore, cancel it. And again, you want to be mitigating as many issues as possible before they arise, which means, actually listing items that are going to get to your customer on time. So how do we change our dispatch time to be something that where SKU Grid will say anything more than 3 days is going to be considered out of stock? Pretty much you just have to go to your settings. And like I said, the dispatch time is always set to 7 days, as far as I know, for your actual supplier right off the bat. So you want to set that to 3 days. So 3 days would mean that your supplier will get it out within 3 business days, estimated by SKU Grid. It's not always a given or 100%. Always be sure to click save after you make a change right here, save settings. And then if you go back to my items, you're going to see that this one item that was at 5 days is now a white circle, or white with a green outline. And then so is the 9-day one, which was already like that because the default is 7 days. The reason why I knew that it was going to take a while is because a Merriwood home always takes a while. I've just known that from dropshipping Walmart items for so long that brand usually takes a while. But this is a Home Depot item. In the last video I showed it's a very large item. It most likely goes through freight. So you want to be erring on the side of caution. That's why Amazon with Amazon Prime is so powerful. Walmart with their 2-day delivery is so powerful because for Facebook Marketplace dropshipping, because it's going to be extremely fast that it gets to your supplier. If you're using a supplier like Webstaurants, they have something that says quick delivery on their items, usually meaning that they'll get out within a couple days, 1 day, 2 days. And that's really what you want to be banking on. Items that are getting out as quickly as possible. It's going to be twofold. It's going to keep your account in good standing. It's also going to keep your customers happy that the item shows up on time and as expected. You don't want, like I said, any issues that are unnecessary or easily avoidable. And this is one that is extremely avoidable because you can easily set up your settings to make sure that you're not selling any items that are going to really hurt you in the long run. So dispatch time, as much as it wasn't as important in other forms of dropshipping, if you've been doing them, because you can always change your handling time on other platforms like eBay, Amazon, and the likes. On Facebook Marketplace at the moment, you can't. You're set to a default of 3 days handling time. So you do want to be making sure that your items are getting out extremely, extremely quickly. And the one thing is that Facebook Marketplace with the shipping option is set up as if somebody is shipping the item by hand, which 3 days is very easy if you're doing it by hand and you have an operation set in place where you can, send out the items on time. But if you're drop shipping, you don't have control of the fulfillment of the item. So you need to make sure that they are items that are going to most likely get out on time extremely quickly, and setting a default dispatch time of 3 days will do that for you. So that's pretty much it about dispatch time. It's a rather short video, but it is very, very important. So please do not skip over this, or else you're going to probably end up in some form of an issue later on down the road. And I don't want you to have to come to me and say, nobody ever told me about this, because we did. And I want to make sure that you avoid any possible issues before they actually do occur. And this is one that's a very big deal on Facebook Marketplace. So be sure to make this setting. Be sure to set up your grid like this if you are only using your SKU grid account for Facebook Marketplace, and you're going to be in good shape. After that, we're going to go more in depth on the notification settings, how they work, how to really make sure that you're getting all the emails that you should, and how to go about dealing with the emails that you get from SKU grid, and how to really make sure that workflow is efficient as possible. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below or inside of the Facebook group. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.